Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you can play a song called We Own the Night by The Wanted. And we're going to start out on an F major chord, and we'll talk about an easy way to play this. But if you know the bar F, you do your first finger across the entire first fret, second finger goes the G string on the second fret, third finger goes the A on the third fret, and the pinky goes the D string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like F major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. But a good substitute for that, actually, if you're starting out or just want to avoid the bar chords, is F major 7. We play F major 7. First finger goes the B string on the first fret, second finger goes the G string on the second fret, and third finger goes the D string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, kind of the skinny 4 strings, that'll get your clearest sound with that. And then from the F major 7, we're going to go into a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger is going to actually stay on the B string first fret, second finger goes the D string on the second fret, and third finger goes the A string on the third fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, that sounds a C major chord. And then from the C major, we're going to be going to a G major chord. When we play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the second fret, second finger on the low E string on the third fret, and third finger on the high E string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really, really happy. And then from the G major, we're going to be going to an A minor chord. When we play A minor, first finger is going to go to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the D string on the second fret, same place they are for C. And then third finger is going to go to the G string on the second fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like an A minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. All the way through our intro, we got kind of F major, C major, G major, A minor, F major, C major, G major, which actually kind of eventually becomes our verse and kind of part of our chorus. A lot of times with a song like this, though, to make it more interesting, I like adding something called a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, up, down, up. We'll talk about some other ones later on. But if you take the F and just try that a lot, you have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Now the weird part is a lot of our chords through the song, though, are going to kind of half, and there are a couple different ways you could do that. So on the F, for instance, you could do kind of a down, down, up, and then do a C with a down, down, up, G with a down, down, up, A minor with a down, down, up, F with a down, down, up. So kind of just taking that first down, down, up, and then saving the down, down, up, down, up for the last G chord. So we tried that through our intro. We'd have F with a down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, A minor, down, down, up, F, down, down, C, down, down, G, down, down, up, down, up. Now another way to kind of work it is to kind of do the F with kind of the down, down, and then half it to the C with the up, down, up, and kind of do our halving chords that way. So we tried it that way. We'd have F with the down, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, A on the up, down, F on the down, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, up, down, up. So then if we tried that through our first verse, then we'd have F with the down, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, A on the up, down, F on the down, down, C on the up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up. But then on the second part of that verse, we kind of end up going to kind of doing a little psych out here with some of our chords. So we do a F, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, A on the up, down, but then F, down, G on the up, down, and then we go to an A minor, down, down, up, down, up, and then we come right back to that F, G, and then end up on a C chord. So we got F, down, down, G on the up, down, C, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there we go into kind of our chorus tag, kind of the na, na, na part. So we tried that way with that strum pattern. We'd have F with a down, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, A on the up, down, F on the down, down, C on the up, down, G, down, down, up, down, F on the down, down, C on the up, down, G on the down, down, A on the up, down, F on the down, down, G on the up, down, C, down, down, up, down, up. And then from there we'd be going into our verse part. Now one other thing I would think about kind of adding to the song is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down, or the down, down, up, down, up, you can throw in a bass on that first down. So you have kind of a bass, down, up, down. But on the F major 7, you'd be doing the D string for your bass. If you're doing the bar F major, you'd have the low E string for your bass. If we're doing the C chord, then we have the A string for your bass. So you have A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down. On the G, you got a low E for your bass. So you got G with a low E bass, down, up, down. Then on the A minor chord, you got the A string for your bass. So we tried kind of applying that to our verse. Actually, there's a couple ways that you could kind of do this. One would be to kind of go back to just the down, down, up for the halving, and you could work a lot of the chords as kind of bass down, up chords through the part until you get to the G chord, and then we could kind of do that whole bass down, up, down, up. So we kind of tried that through our next verse. We'd have F with the bass, down up C with the bass, down up G with low E bass, down up A minor with an A bass, down up F with the bass, down up C with an A bass, down up G with low E bass, down up, down up F with the bass, down up C with an A bass, down up G with low E bass, down up A minor with an A bass, down up F with the bass, down up C with an A bass, down up G with low E bass, down up, down up. Now another way to kind of work it is kind of do the bass down on the first chord and then go to the up, down, up on the next chord. So we tried that verse form that way. We'd have F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down down, up. And then from there we'd be going back into kind of our chorus part on kind of another variation. And actually you could do this with kind of like our first chorus where you got the A minor and it's kind of a trick ending after the F G, and then kind of doing an F G and then the C at the very end. Or if you wanted to, the bass player actually kind of implies on that A minor chord kind of a G chord. So if you wanted to, you could work that as a halving thing too. So we tried that with the bass down, up, down on the first chord, up, down, up on the second chord. We'd have F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down down F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down G on the up, down A minor with an A bass, down G on the up, down F with the bass, down G on the up, down C with an A bass, down down, up. Now on that A minor G change though, it does kind of sound like you do more kind of a bass down, up, and then hit the G with the last down, up. So if you wanted to kind of work that as kind of a variation, you'd have F with the bass, down C on the up, down G with low E bass, down A minor up, down F with the bass, down G on the up, down A minor with an A bass, down up G with the down, up F with the bass, down G on the up, down C with an A bass, down down, and then from there we'd be going kind of back into kind of our chorus tag, kind of the na 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 part. Now one other thing that I would think about kind of adding to the song though is kind of working off of something called a 16th note strum pattern. And this is a little tricky, but if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're kind of dividing that beat into two parts. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And what I think could be really hip through the tune actually is working a 16th note pattern of down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And what I mean by that is if you do the kind of a down for 1 and then an up for 4, that's what we'd be doing on the first beat. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the second beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down, 1 up, down. And then on the third beat, you'd be doing an up on 2 and an up on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up. And then on the last beat, we do down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'd have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all together, you got long down, up, 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 down, up. So it can be really hip on that next na 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 chorus tag is to kind of do the F with kind of the down, up, and then hit the C with the down, up, down, up, and then do the G with the down, up, A minor on the down, up, down, and then the F with the down, up, C on the down, up, down, and then do the G all the way through. And then we kind of parallel that for kind of the second half of that where we got the F, G, C. So we tried it that way. We'd have F, up, C on the down, up, down, G down, up, A minor down, up, down, up, C on the down, up, down, G down, up, down, up, C, up, down, G down, up, A minor, up, down, F, of work that in too. So you could kind of make it kind of a bass, up, bass, up, down, through the tune too. So we tried that. We'd have F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, bass, up, down, F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with a bass, up, G with a bass, up, down, C with an A bass, up, down, and if we tried that idea through our next verse, then we'd have F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, bass, up, down, F with a bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with a bass, up, bass, up, down, F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, and then from there we'd be going back into kind of our chorus. It starts out with just kind of like our na 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 progression. So we tried that with that strum pattern. We'd have F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, bass, up, down, F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with the bass, up, G with the bass, up, down, C with an A bass, up, bass, up, down, and then from there we go into a chorus that's very much like kind of our beginning with kind of that trick ending on the A minor. So we tried that with our strum pattern. We have F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, bass, up, down, F with the bass, up, C with an A bass, up, down, G with the bass, up, A minor, down, F bass, up, G with the bass, up, down, A minor with an A bass, up, down, F bass, up, G with the bass, up, down, and then C. And then from there we go into our last chorus. And on our last chorus, it almost feels like you just do downstrokes to kind of parallel the intro actually. So you have kind of F, C, G, A minor, F, C, G, F, C, G, A minor, F, G, but then the trick ending to A minor. And then at the very end we got kind of F, G. And then for me, I would feel unresolved unless I played the big C chord. Kind of let everybody know it's time to play. But that's the basics of how you could strum through We Own the Night by The Wanted. So good luck!